Do you have any idea how many decisions you take throughout a zero build game in order to win it? You might think it's somewhere between 20 and 30, right? Well, guess what? It's at least 54 key decisions. In this video, I'll show all of them and explain in detail the reasoning behind each one. Here we go. The first key decision is to decide where to land, and here I've picked Grand Glacier. I really like the mythic AR held by Monteg, and also why not grab a medallion as well. I feel comfortable at this POI, and even if it's a hot drop right under the bus path, I'm ready for the challenge. Then I usually try to estimate how many players are landing besides me. It doesn't seem like there are many more than one or two other players so far. I hear gunshots already, and this automatically means that a real player was seen by a guard. I want to try to third party or see where they might be. As you can see, I'm struggling to grab these minis, and as soon as I get them, I want to hide in a room somewhere to heal up. I find it very unusual that I lost all my overshield right here, so maybe this was caused by a real player. I need to be very careful and aware. I'm waiting and trying to figure out if any of these footsteps logos are from an enemy. Also, I'm hoping guards spot him to chase him down. Well, I can't wait too long because my loadout isn't very good at the moment, so I gotta find better weapons. I found a shotgun which is very reassuring, and also the EMP stealth camo device. I use it right away to leave the room uncertain if an enemy is stalking me or not. Because I'm in a room, my back is covered, and I can only focus on what's in front of me. I don't see any downside to start fighting the boss right now. Worst case scenario, I can just escape while being invisible or simply hide inside the room with the door closed. Now, the situation is getting worse and I'm losing shields. I didn't expect cluster grenades, so maybe they're coming from a real player? Unsure about all of this, I'm trying to reposition myself somewhere else. A few seconds later, gunshots happen. That means an enemy was definitely in the vicinity. That's great for me because guards aren't focused on me anymore. I can reload everything and have some more time to heal up. I hear someone moving up and down, then they start using the pickaxe. This is not typical behavior for a guard, so I'm expecting to encounter a real player very soon. It turns out my feeling was right, and now I can focus back on Monteg and his medallion. I'm actively trying to lure them into a small room, and I notice I'm not fully shielded, so this is my priority now. Surprisingly, someone else is there, and I hear the vault being opened. This changes my plan. Ideally, I want to surprise him in a fight. I know there might be slap juice barrels on my way to the vault. While I didn't expect to see the enemy right around this corner, I'm forced to fight, and I believe the spam crouching technique while using the shotgun really saved me here. I don't expect anyone else other than guards to be here, but we just never know. So that's why I use the invisibility for a few seconds while looting in the vault. I want to take all ammo and gold possible. Also, I see that a sniper can be picked up, so of course I need to take it. I do prefer the 4x scope for it, so I'm using the mod bench to change this. I also like to add a laser sight to my shotgun to increase hip fire accuracy. I have a blue SMG in my inventory, and it's definitely expandable because my auto shotgun is more than enough for close range encounters. I think the best item to replace it with is the riot shield. I very rarely run this with a shotgun, but maybe it will be helpful. Anyway, I don't have anything better in mind to carry. Ideally, I want to have heals in my 5th inventory slot, so this is why I use the vending machine to get 3 big pots instead of the stealth device. Typically, I really like to rotate towards a radio station, and I see one on the map. I mark the spot and head towards it. I notice flashing gunshots on my screen, and usually this is a clear sign bots are fighting. They take so much time to finish a fight, so be aware of this for your next games. Because I have the car, I want to ram them and then hop off to get the kill. It turns out I took down one enemy with the car, and then the second fell to my shotgun. Now, my focus is on grabbing the keycard. I prefer to keep the car for protection and to reach the station and guards faster. My plan unfolds as intended, and I remember I left a sniper where I killed the guards, so I need to get back there. I like my loadout, but I would prefer mobility over the riot shield. Also, I notice I can get a better shotgun, and what better place than Lavish Lair to find the mythic one. This is where I put my marker on the map. I know it's not guaranteed I'll find it here, but at least I'm actively searching during this long rotation. I keep an eye on the map to see if players holding a medallion are nearby. My car runs out of gas, so I have no choice but to use my feet. I see a car driving nearby, and the medallion logo is moving on the map at the same time. There is a strong chance that this player has the mythic shotgun I'm looking for, so I'm going after him. My guess is that he is inside this house because I didn't hear the car drive away. My intuition was right, and I barely missed a snipe. I need to jump, slide, and sprint while moving from cover to cover to keep pushing the enemy. I believe he's still on the roof, and as I get closer, I switch to my shotgun, expecting to fight him here. Unfortunately, this is not the case, so I try to check inside instead. As I am now on the offensive, I also try to keep moving to be a tough target to hit. I'm expecting them to be waiting somewhere, ready to shoot me at any moment. I'm ultra aware. I see footsteps on my screen, and I don't believe it's the guy I'm looking for. Either way, I just want to get another kill, and as soon as I realize it's a bot, I keep shooting. But I know this could potentially attract nearby enemies, so I want to get back inside quickly. I see a grapple blade, which is exactly the type of weapon I can swap for the sniper. Mobility is crucial crucial in the endgame. Because I feel like playing aggressively, I keep the riot shield just in case anything goes south when I push someone. I see the medallion circle on the map is still there, and I'm in the middle of it. I know for a fact there's an enemy holding a medallion close to me. As I try to climb this hill, I surprisingly get shot. Damage was minimal, but I absolutely hate my positioning and also the fact I just can't seem to grapple all the way up top. This is where my riot shield might become handy, and I use it in a defensive stance while being on the low ground. My goal is still to get up top, so I keep trying, but sadly, the grapple's blade's range isn't good enough. Now, he's shooting at me, so I'll need to use the shield once again. I'm shocked he decides to go down and leave his perfect position. As he gets closer and closer, now is a good time to switch to my shotgun. I shoot back and finally get the kill, but I am quite low on health. It seems he was holding a shotgun I was looking for, and a lot more actually. I could have stayed looting everything here and taken my time, but again, I don't like the fact I could get pushed any second while being low. This is why I want to get back inside to safety. I didn't expect to see a logo right away, so my priority is to expect a push and reload everything I have. If I can, getting back to full shields is also necessary. The logo keeps flashing steadily, so there's a strong chance it is a bot. I want to get to high ground and check it out. It's unclear if it was one, but I'm taking the fight as if it was a real guy. On the minimap, I noticed there's still a medallion right next to me, so I don't hesitate to grab it. I could switch back to a sniper, but I feel like the riot shield came in clutch a bit earlier, so I decide to keep it. Loot Island is right there on top of me, and since I'm playing aggressively, of course, I take a rift to check it out. I begin the process of capturing the flag, and because I hear gunshots, I'm too curious not to see what's going on. I try to see if I can shoot from a distance, but don't find anyone. I go back to the flag and do not fully capture it, because if anyone tries to push me on the island, all I'll have to do is to recapture it, then the enemy will be highlighted in red. This is a huge advantage. I can already see the next circle before anyone else, but since I'm not in a rush, I try to look for some long-range kills. I do see someone very far on the bridge and try my luck. It's very hard to properly anticipate the bullet drop at that distance, but I keep trying. Because the enemy doesn't seem to challenge me with a sniper, I feel safe, so that's why I keep shooting. Who knows, maybe I'll get a lucky kill. As I'm gliding to the next circle, I'm targeting where I want to land. This is easily one of the most important decisions you have to make in the game, and I think this is often overlooked. For now, I marked a spot close to the second zone as well on high ground. As I see someone already on top, I think I can probably get a kill. Hopefully he doesn't know where I am. I land and then I make sure to reload my shotgun. There doesn't seem to be much cover around me, so ideally, I want the fight to be with my shotgun. The car passes me by and then he comes back. I expect him to challenge me. I want to get as close as possible to him because I have the best shotgun in the game. Ultimately, this was the right decision as I won the fight. Also, I didn't lose too many shields or HP, which is nice. I need to reload fast and drink shields because I noticed gunshots on my screen again. Enemies could be nearby. Also, as soon as I get a kill, I'm thinking about the fact I could get third partied any second, so I need to be ready. There's barely any cover on this hill, so ideally I want to be on the move, not stationary. I see someone from afar and take some shots. I land a few, but he escapes. So now I want to stay on this high ground and not chase him. He's probably in trouble at the moment, and I want to relocalize him fast. I reposition myself, see him again, take more shots. Now he's in big time trouble, so I need to push him. I see the grapple logo on the screen, so he doesn't want to fight, he just wants to escape. That's a sign that he is probably low. In the end, this was the right play, as I took only 2-3 shots to finish him. His loot is in the storm, so I can't really go there. Anyway, my loadout is pretty solid, so I don't have to. Again, every time I get a kill, I need to think I'll get third party, so I regain the highest point of high ground to look around. Ideally, I want to locate the last two players. I see gunshots again, so it's the perfect time to see if they are already fighting. I see one enemy, shoot him, but suddenly get shot from another angle. Because I don't know where this one is, I want to reposition somewhere. I found this small building, and because it's already in the zone, I don't need to rush anything and stay here. For the next minute, yes, I am camping, but why give away the only building and cover left in the area? Also, while doing this, I'm hoping the other two players make a move towards me so I can surprise them. Someone comes close, but it's unclear if he knew I was here. Either way, I'm the first one to shoot, he didn't look ready at all, and I didn't lose any shield or HP. Perfect sneaky kill. Now, it's the final 1v1. I like my spot and I don't see any reason to leave it. Plus, as you can see with the next zone, I'm very close to it. This means the enemy will be forced to move towards me, which is a big advantage for me, as I can hold him off. I'm still a bit worried that he might be sneaking up on me though, so I check the area and try to spot him. I know I said I was playing aggressively earlier, and this is not the case right now as I am camping. But remember this, if you know for a fact that your position is the absolute best you can have, then why give it up? It doesn't really make much sense to me, just keep your spot. As I'm waiting for him to come here, I make sure to have my shotgun in hand. Once again, I want to be as close as possible to him him because I have the best close range weapon in my hands. The enemy is here, and because he's so close, there's no way I can lose this last fight. GG. Here, I've clearly shown how every little decision can impact your game, either granting you a victory royale or sending you back to the lobby. This holds especially true in solo game mode when there's no second chance. If you make just one bad decision, you're out. Make sure to check out this next video where I analyze a top 10 scenario in a zero build game and go through a full breakdown of the decisions made. See you there.